You had no authority. None. Mexico City. What were you doing there?
I was taking some overdue holiday.
So what's going on, James? They say you're finished.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
Magnificent, isn't she? 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. A few little tricks up her sleeve.
Do one more thing for me.
What do you have in mind?
Make me disappear. Tell me where he is.
He's everywhere.
If you go there, you're crossing over to a place where there is no mercy.
You're protecting someone.
Get away from me! Why should I trust you?
Because right now, I'm your best chance of staying alive. This organization, do you know what it's called?
Its name is Spectre.
Do you know who links them all?
Me.
Welcome, James.
You came across me so many times, yet you never saw me.
What took you so long?
Is this really what you want? Living in the shadows? Hunting? Being hunted? Always alone?
I don't stop to think about it.
It was me, James. The author of all your pain.
The dead are alive. This was an absolute ride. I went into this film with fairly high expectations, especially after seeing Skyfall, and that film is still considered to be one of the best 007 movies to date. I also agree with this statement. So, Spectre and director Sam Mendes had some pretty large shoes to fill, safe to say. Overall, this follow-up has a much more playful tone than Skyfall did. It's not nearly as dark, serious, or brooding as its predecessor. That's not to say that Skyfall didn't have its moments, because it certainly did. However, this installment has even more of that quick, witty humor, and it's quite refreshing, actually. The film's also heavier on action. Another great aspect of this film is the cinematography. While Roger Deakins did not in fact return to helm this sequel, it certainly feels like he did, anyway. Every shot in this movie is beautiful, just like it was in Skyfall. The movie, first and foremost, is a celebration of the Bond franchise and what made it iconic in the first place. This has everything you'd expect in a 007 film and more. Beautiful and creative opening credits? Check. Jaw-dropping opening chase sequence in Mexico City? Check. Exotic car chase through the streets of Rome? Check. Aerial attack by plane in Austria? Check. Brutal fistfight on a train? Intense shootout in Tangier? Stunning Bond girls? Shaken not stirred moment? Check, check, and check. Of course, this all leads up to a major plot reveal and a truly explosive finale in only a way that a Bond movie could deliver. I have to say, I didn't think this film could top that epic house explosion at the end of Skyfall, but boy, was I mistaken. That actually leads me to the next topic. This film's big reveal legitimately blew my mind, and I loved it. Without spoiling anything, I'll say that Spectre does a top-notch job of not only tying together Craig's past 3 films, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall, with this one, but also honoring the older generations of 007 as well. I didn't see that coming, and it was pretty ingenious to take the film in that direction. Also, Christoph Waltz as the villain was a really great casting choice. He's chilling. The film also has several nods and references to Skyfall, so it's possible that people who haven't seen the previous 3 installments, or at least Skyfall, could be fairly confused. So after having seen this film, I just want to say something. Continue to ignore the critics on this one. They're just too cynical or caught up in comparing it to Skyfall, which is fair to an extent. This is a great Bond movie, and it's definitely a solid sequel to Skyfall. Is it better? Not necessarily. Sam Mendes stated he wanted Spectre to be bigger than Skyfall action-wise if he returned to direct, but he didn't say necessarily better. One other thing I really liked was that Craig stated regarding the film, he said, "We don't make the movie for the critics, we make it for the audience." I think that is not only a perfect statement, but also an incredibly accurate one. We're also talking about a $250 to $300 million movie, and it absolutely shows. In my book, Spectre comes pretty darn close, if not quite on par with Skyfall. It can be argued that it is just as good as its predecessor. Can be argued. Would I go that far? Perhaps not, but it's still a really great film on its own. I give Spectre 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for listening.